Well, everybody, it's that time. It's the end. It's the season finale. And in this episode, I want to run through things that we've done this year and what I expect from you this winter.
Ain't afraid to bare my soul, ain't afraid to walk on coals. I ain't gonna tell no lies, I ain't gonna apologize. Can't stop me now, can't stop me now. I'm just doing what I do.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the last episode. We've done about 38, is it? 37, 38 episodes in this season, which has been great. We've covered all sorts of things. We've done more interviews. Thank you to the guys that interviewed, like Liam Lawson, Jesse Iwuji, Chris Harfield, and Brian Sims talking about sponsorship. We had Matt Tate on fitness, Elias Corey, who's obviously an acrobatic pilot, and we picked his brains about how to compete and in a dangerous environment, just like race drivers do. So we've covered a lot of topics, all sorts of things, which I love to do. Sponsorship being a big one for people this season, obviously, because of what we've gone through. Mental training is obviously what I do, so we've done a lot on that. So it's been interesting, and you guys out there have directed it through your questions, your constant questions, which I love to keep them coming. If you've got a question in your mind right now, something in racing that you think, I don't know how to do it, I need some advice, the next step, how to get to the next level of your racing, whether it's in the car, competing, how to put a performance that you need, a qualifying lap, how to handle the pressure, or if it's outside the car on the business side, or how to win people over. I'm in the privileged position where I've learned these things through helping drivers reach to F1 and IndyCar and stuff. So I want to share what I've learned from all these drivers. I want to share the techniques and strategies, which we've been doing over the last 4 seasons, but I want to keep this going. So any questions you've got, no question is silly. Ask them. Because I tell you what, I'm going to show you a screen share now of what I've got set up for next season. And as you can see, well, this is season 3 here. I had some episodes all listed down. This is what I do. I just sort of, whatever comes to my mind, I put it in there. So I recorded it. But 2021, season 5 is empty. I don't know what topics I'm going to talk about yet. Quite often, I make my mind up 5 minutes before pressing the record button, like, what should I talk about today? And I scroll through my emails and have a look, and I see a certain question or a series of questions, like, right, that's what I'm going to hit today. I press record and I go. So it's not really planned that well, but over the winter, I'll do what I did in season 3. I'll take your questions, put them into topics, and that's what I'm going to speak about in episodes for next season, obviously in 2021. Maybe you're watching this in 2021 already, but it'll be this season. So if you've got questions, fire them to me on the comments section of this video, no problem underneath, or go to the Race Driver Coach website, contact me through there. And then, if it's a good topic, and I think it's a definite one that can help you and other drivers, I'll do a show on it. And also I'll be trying to do more or as many interviews as well next year. I realized something, that interviews are great. Picking the brains of people that have done it are great. But even better than that is when I answer your direct challenges and dedicate a show to it, an episode to it. I think that's more powerful. So I'll do both, obviously. I don't want to lose that one-to-one, this is me talking about your problems, because I think that's the best value possible. And I've seen other coaches do it in other industries when you fall in love with what they're doing because they're answering all your problems. You're like, yes, that's perfect. That's just what I needed. But then they go off on the interview side of it, and all they do is interviews, and you sort of lose that, what you were there for in the first place. And I don't want to do that. I want to keep on giving you the answers that are going to make the biggest difference in your life. And remember, I'm a life coach as well. So anything, there's no barriers here. If it's a personal thing, something in your past holding you back, just get in touch. Just send a question. And I might just dedicate a show to it or email you back with some kind of advice anyway. So hit me with what you've got. But again, over the season, you guys have been amazing because you're constantly asking questions, and I love it. Sorry if I haven't got back to you all. Right, the biggest lessons from this year. Well, there's a lot, because we've had a season or a year where it's something we've not really experienced. We've had wars back 70 years ago. We've had big world wars which shake everybody. But this virus, this pandemic has completely thrown a curveball, and we don't know how long it's going to go on for. But I noticed a lesson for me was that drivers still find a way. There's still people out there finding sponsorship racing. Even when their dad's company has just gone through the floor, they're like, how am I going to find budget now to race because my dad can't pay for it, or my mum can't pay for it, or my uncle can't pay for it anymore. And they still manage to find a way. And you've had complete rookies with no experience just trying to start racing. And they can't really sell sponsorship in themselves. They went out and got jobs. They started companies. They've started to earn money so then they can enter the small, tiny championship that gets them started in the racing world. People are doing that this year as well. You listeners, some of you listen to this, you know who you are doing that as well. So no matter what adversity, this is the lesson. No matter what adversity the world is throwing at you, the environment, the economy, there's always a way through. You will find a way. Okay, if you're dedicated enough and you've got the goal, fair enough. But bigger than that is if you provide, and you know I say this a lot, if you can provide enough value to the people that can help you, so it's a transaction, you'll find your way in life. It's all about that. Never forget that. So when you're doing a proposal or pitching to somebody about something, it could be just asking a team for a race drive, a seat. Please put me in your car. You've then got to sell them on that. If you haven't got all the cash in the world, then what else are you going to offer them? Are you going to find them a teammate? Are you going to find the team a sponsor? Are you going to win for them? Think about what other people want first, and then see if you can meet their needs. And that's the way it works. So come away, and I hope I've hit this hard enough, and the people that spoke about sponsorship. If you're a race driver trying to make it, come a little bit more away from, I'm a driver and I want to succeed in this career, and please just pump your money into me, because that doesn't make sense to people. Companies, what they're getting from it. Especially now where they've got to come back from the pandemic and they're probably on their arse right now, and they need to promote in a very cost-effective way. You need to talk their language. You need to show them how you can increase their social media, how to get them in front of all the eyeballs that are applicable to their product or service. Think like a business person now. Go and watch what Jesse said in his interview, and what Brian Sims and Chris Harfield said in interviews this season about how they created value. Jesse just went and set up businesses. He said he sent out thousands of proposals, no good. Nothing came back, hardly ever. It was always a no. So he thought, right, I've just got to go and earn money. If you as an individual can figure out how to earn money, and believe me, it's easier nowadays than it ever has been before with the internet. You can just go on FacePay, grab a load of free stuff, sell it for triple the money you got it. If it's free, that's easy. And you can earn money straight away. And you find a championship that you can afford, like a 20k championship. You go to a certain country that's there and you race. There's always a way. That's what I've learned this season, is there is a way. And there's always going to be, after every winter, this is a financial world saying, and the stock market, they say this, in Wall Street, after every winter, downfall, there's going to be a spring and a summer. It's on its way. You have got to believe that no matter what crap you're going through right now, that it is going to get better. History has proven that. If you stay the course, if you keep focused on creating value to others and chasing that dream of yours, even though I don't like to say chase, because I want you to become the kind of person that attracts your dream. But you know what I mean when I say chase. You're on that path. You're on that route, that quest. And on that way, you're creating value to others. Your summer will come. Your time will come. You've got to improve your skills and provide enough value to others. That's it. And you will get yours. This is the biggest lesson from this year, and I can't wait to see how many people are actually going to prove this again and again in 2021, 2022, and 2030, forever. And you're one of them people. You don't come to this YouTube channel if you're not that way of thinking. The community we've got here, it's nice and small, but everybody's so damn friendly with each other. I've seen messages of drivers putting comments up, right, on videos saying, I'm going to make it. And then about 6 months later, another one of you beautiful people will say, how's it going, Fred, or whatever their name is. That's a community. Never be afraid, Dylan. Never be afraid to shout from the rooftops about your goal, even if it's just on here, because nobody's going to judge you here, okay? And if they do, we'll get them out. This is a great community you guys have created, and I'm just going to keep pumping in. So season 5's coming, but remember, just keep sending me your questions. And over the winter, you dedicate to your craft. You get out there and you find the cash to race. No more excuses. I want you to work your tail off over this winter, over this off season. Even if it takes 2 years of hard graft, but you know in 2023 you'll be racing, that's fine. You've got to be patient. Don't lose patience, because if you do, you'll lose hope, you'll get frustrated, and you'll just give up. Think the long game. If you think you're getting not too old for racing, then what's the point in thinking that? There is no point. That's not going to make you get any better. Unless you think, I'm getting old, I've got to take action today. Fine. But if you think, I'm too old, there's no point, you're going to give up. Every time. So play the long game. It's better for you to learn how to earn cash, to then do that over the next 2 years and be racing in 2 years' time, than giving up hope now and never finding out. Because if you can earn cash, that is one of the skills that you need in life anyway, to pay for your family, your future family, to pay for your life, your food. You need to earn it. I mean, you need to learn it, how to earn it. So this is a skill that racing will give you as a byproduct. So why not dedicate yourself fully to it? Be a cash monster. How can I earn an extra $10 a day? And you start with that. How can then I earn an extra $50 a day? And you just build up. This is how every multimillionaire does it. That's quite a thing to say, because they might have inherited it, but most people do it that way. So do not lose the faith and stay patient. And over the winter, I'm going to be doing the same. Maybe not trying to earn so much cash all the time, but I'm going to be putting together my online workshop, which is all dedicated to mental training, which is the Warrior Mind. It's going to be workshop format. It's going to be audio book. It's going to be a normal book, but this will help you become the driver and the individual that you need to be. And I'm going to dedicate myself to bring that out in January sometime. So just as a side thing, the reason this is the last episode already is because I'm away in Bahrain testing with the F2s. And I've got testing again in Barcelona and I think maybe Valencia. So that's why this is the last one. I'm doing it quite early, the first half of December. But I'm going to be working my tail off, and I want you to match me and do the same. And keep updating us. I'm going to obviously put up videos, but they won't be the Race Driver Coach Show. It's just going to be the podcast and the odd shot at me at a racetrack, talking through, just giving you some kind of inspiration, but keep the community going. Keep commenting on the videos, keep messaging me, and this will be a good winter. This winter will be your making, if you allow it to, if you dedicate yourself to it. And you can. I will. I want you to. And I think most of you will. So for now, this is all I'm going to do for this season, apart from the videos I'm putting up sporadically. So keep in touch. Send me your questions. It's been such a pleasure. Thank you to everybody. And let's just keep going. I can't wait for season 5. I can't wait to bring out this audio and online course to really make you dominate in the motorsport and give you the best mental techniques possible. The ones that F1 drivers are not even using. They should be. And we're going to keep strong. Thanks, everybody. Speak to you soon.
Can't stop